What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new songs, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. Boop. Right, where's that? Right there. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom of the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages up there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, all right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems. Back at it again with the sauce. Back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being, so you're tired of being a zero. You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, and get your take a seat, get your notepad, and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we were talking about these new methods that's got people getting these bank logs, and banks can't seem to stop it because these new tactics and these new tricks and these new methods it's really changing the game. And the way it's changed the game is making it so these banks don't gotta pay back people their money. If the banks don't gotta pay back people their money, the banks not gonna go after looking for nobody. So these scammers and these fraudsters is really getting real sophisticated and real educated when it comes to these new methods and these scams. So today we're gonna be talking about bank logs, how thieves, scammers, hackers, whatever you want to call them, are getting a hold of them and getting into people's bank accounts and how you can protect yourself. All right, so without further ado, let's get into these gems that can help you win and keep you safe. All right, so bank logs. A lot of people are phishing and wondering about how are all these scammers, fraudsters, hackers getting people's bank logs, getting into people's accounts, selling them on the dark web, doing a lot of different things. And when it all boils down to it, people got to understand that everything runs off system databases, servers, and things like that. And that's basically a hacker's playground. That's what they do. They get into servers, databases, and they compromise them, hack them, steal the information, and they sell it. That's what they do for their profit. And by the world running off information database and systems and servers, it's the most valuable, most important information that we have out here, right? So at the end of the day, people got to understand that we save all our passwords on our phones, our computers, on all these little databases. And if a scammer hack can get into it, they can get that too. So hackers think about and figure out ways that can benefit them from stealing major big companies' database and information to leaking it if they don't pay ransomware. Like this is what hackers do. A hacker can steal a company's database and hold it for ransomware, saying, "Hey, if you don't pay me X amount of money, millions of dollars in Bitcoin, we're gonna leak this information." And sometimes companies do, sometimes companies don't. For example, Nike just got their database compromised and hacked, and they didn't pay the hackers, and they leaked the information. Now, how could this be serious? How could this be dangerous? If there are fake shoes going on out here, and these companies that's making these fake shoes gets a hold of this information, and now the shoes they're gonna be able to make the shoes exact point on to the real Nike shoes. It's gonna be hard for Nike to really make money because now these companies are making the same exact shoes, same exact fabric, same exact size and shape and feel as Nike, and they're selling them for cheaper. And people are going to say it's the exact same shoe. Why pay more when you can pay less? That's how the world works. Everybody wants to pay less for something that costs more. Point blank. Period. Everybody want to figure out how to get the most money for the less work. So that's how the world goes. They're able to get important information, leak it, and sell it, and do different things. So they're able to get hack into banks, hack into anything. And when they hack into these banks, they're getting banks databases. They're getting all these people who got a bank account, all their information, all their bank information, things like that. So people are, or hackers are starting to figure out more ways to make their job beneficial. So what information do people want? And they're going to go out there and get it, and they're going to sell it, because when there's a price, there's a demand, and that's what happens. So hackers are the people who get the information and sell it to whoever, dark web, people they know, etc., etc. Now, when it comes to bank logs, there are different ways that people get other people's bank logs. Some people might not know how to go on the dark web. Some people might not know people who work in banks. Some people might not know how to use OTP bots. So there's different ways that people utilize them. So one way that people get bank logs is OTP bots. And OTP bots are basically bots, spoof bots. We're gonna say spoof bots. And these spoof bots basically allow people to call and text people from any number that they want to appear. So when it can be your own number. So it'll look like you're getting a call from your own number. Look like you're getting a call from Best Buy. It'll look like you're getting a call from wherever that this person wants you to get a call or text message from. So, like I said, social engineering, dark web, hackers, information. People go on the dark web, they find people, meet people, and they buy banks' databases, meaning that, let's say a scammer goes on the dark web, meets a hacker, and say, "Hey, I need a Chase Bank database." So the hacker might send that scammer 100 people's information from login information, or all right, let's not even say that. It might just be that person's name, that person's fools, and things like that. So it just might be name, birthday. They got a bank account with them, just stuff like that, basic information. So now that this person knows that all these people on this database or on this information that they sent has a bank account with this bank, Chase, whoever, now it's going to be easier for them, because when they send these text messages, they're not going to be like, "I don't even have a Chase Bank account." There are people with active Chase Bank accounts, so they're going to be like, "Oh no," because they actually have a Chase Bank account. So imagine somebody getting a text message saying, "Are you trying to spend $250 at Best Buy? Or are you trying to transfer $2,000 type wire in?" And just imagine that out of nowhere. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be like, "What? No." So they utilize these bots. They send out these text messages. People respond. They send out another text message. "Hey, the fraud department gonna be in contact with you shortly." Boom, boom, boom. They end up calling the person. Then they social engineer the person to give them their login credentials, and go on from doing different things from there once they get the login credentials. Then you got people who um, go on the dark web and buy login credentials. Like I said, hackers are the people who can get this type of things, passwords, and get into databases and get certain information. So you got people who go on the dark web and buy different bank logs if they can actually find a place on the dark web that's selling legit bank logs. So like I said, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything, not telling anybody to go on the dark web, not telling anybody to go try to surf and find anything. But this is real life information that's happening on a daily basis. The dark web is real. People are doing these type of things. But the dark web is not a place where everything is legit. See, the people don't understand that the dark web is really dangerous. You got police officers on there that's police that's making accounts on there. So people go in there and try to buy stuff. They tracking your IP, knocking on your door, arresting you. You got a lot of fake sites on the dark web. See, a lot of people don't understand that to really find something on the dark web, you gotta know somebody. You gotta have, you just gotta know somebody really, because you can't post dark web links on the clear net, which makes it hard for somebody to promote their dark website. So you just gotta know somebody who knows somebody to know what you're doing. So people go on the dark web and buy bank logs. Um, you got people who SIM swap, meaning that they get your information from a carrier that might, like I said, databases, system hacks. Somebody might hack U.S. Cellular. Somebody might hack T-Mobile. Somebody might hack Verizon. Somebody might hack whoever and get the databases. All these people who have U.S. Cellular phones, T-Mobile phone plans and stuff, and they might call the company, say, "Hey, I lost my phone. Can you transfer the SIM to this the information to this SIM, get a SIM information, the EMIE or that number right there, and they activate that SIM card with your information on it. Now that scammer fraudster has this SIM card that's activated with your phone, and they put it in the phone, and now they download all these apps and using your number to get these passwords to log in and change numbers and do whatever on it. So scammers and fraudsters are finding clever and unique ways to be able to get whatever that they want because this how the world set up, is how the system set up. They're making it easier for the customers, which is making it easier for the scammers, and they're taking advantage of it and exploiting these loopholes. So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware out there. Because when you're more safe, you're more cautious, you're more aware. You know how to keep yourself protected. So like I tell you guys all the time, get y'all Norton LifeLock to be able to monitor all your social media accounts, all your financial accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on, and to monitor your personal information to make sure it's not floating around on the dark web. Make sure y'all freeze y'all credit bureaus, your credit profiles, and TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian if you are not utilizing it at the time. If it's froze, nobody can get anything with your credit profile or do anything with your name or information. No loans, credit cards, lines of credit, no apartments, no cars. All right, so make sure you guys are freezing those. And also make sure you guys are getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often. We tap, insert, and swipe every day, all day, in order for offline all day, every day from different places. And every time we do, that information is being stored on some type of database. And we all know that there's always a database leak, compromise, or hack going on. We get the text messages, emails all the time, especially when it comes to iPhones and stuff like that. We get those little alerts. So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. So make sure you get new debit cards with new information on every so often so that old information no longer be valid. And if it was part of a database leak, compromise, or hack, it will no longer be, it won't be no good. So they got it. Used to be safe. All right. So make sure you guys are staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware, paying more attention to what's going on out there in the world. Because when you got the knowledge, the red flags will pop up on their own. So if you walking down the street and you see something, your mind is on to automatically remember something that I said. You're gonna see that red flag, and it's gonna keep you safe, right? And it can potentially help you from keeping other people safe. So be more safe, be more cautious, and be more real. Be aware out there in this crazy real world that we live in that's being oversaturated with scams, frauds, and methods. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600 at 600. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats available. Let's get to work. Make sure y'all book your seat on the crypto tour and personal limited gyms. Make sure y'all book your seat on the month-long mentorship. 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out our vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, me and your network. Still look for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell. All my YouTube channels, my YouTube channels, Twitch, TikTok, IG, Snapchats. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with this play. You understand? $100 and up. I'm doing load ups, Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once y'all ready, send me the screenshots so y'all know. We're gonna go from there. No screenshot, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. All right, so $100 and up. Don't miss out. Send me the screenshots and let's get to work. All right. So with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. You know how to get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.